How's it going, everyone? I'm Joey Giangola. I am the founder of Fearlessly Questioning, the first fearless questioner, as I like to say. And this is video number 3 in a 4-part kind of walkthrough demonstration, side-by-side comparison of 2 marketing automation platforms, new Rainmaker and Hubspot, and having them kind of score off toe-to-toe and see how they stack up. We've already compared their calls to action and form tools and their landing page tools in 2 previous videos. If you missed those, you can catch those right here. Otherwise, what we're going to get into today is talking about, well, HubSpot's email tool and, for a lesser extent, their workflow or autoresponder tool. Since New Rainmaker doesn't have this functionality built in yet, you're reliant upon your own third-party systems to do so. So we're going to walk through how easy it is to send emails, how to track them, and how to kind of assign them into a workflow status. Of course, this is part of a series of video reviews, but there's also a full written review over on fearlesslyquestioning.com, which you can click to through the link in the description below, or you can click right here on that nice annotation, and that's going to get you over to the site to check out the absolute full review between the 2 platforms. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the email tool for HubSpot. All right, so now we're going to take a look at the email tool built into HubSpot. Now, we can't necessarily do a direct comparison to New Rainmaker because it does not exist, so you really only be dependent on whatever third-party system you want to use, whether that's MailChimp, Aweber, or whatever. Now, MailChimp, Aweber are the ones that are supported by New Rainmaker, so if you are using anything outside of that, life will get a little more complicated for you. But with HubSpot, they've got one built in, and I'm told that Rainmaker is working on one very, very soon, hopefully much sooner than later, because I think that is essential to any sort of marketing automation kind of tool, that's going to, at least brag about, being a all-in-one solution. So here we are looking at we're on the email tool, and to do an email, and again, I like to keep it kind of simple, but HubSpot does give you quite a bit of flexibility as far as how you'd want to go. So they've got all sorts of templates here, kind of pre-arranged for you. 3-column body below clone, you've got all sorts, and I've created some of these myself. I usually like to keep it pretty simple and just use a plain email. And to do that, what I'm going to do to show you what it looks like, I'm going to pull up one of my newsletters here and clone it for you, and I'll show you what it's like. So it's pretty easy to, again, clone a existing email too. So you just go ahead there in that little gear, click the clone button, and you're good to go. So these are just plain emails, default emails, no fancy formatting or anything like that. I like to keep it like that, just kind of an email from a friend. And so you've got the title of your email up here, who you want it to be from, and this will be tied to your HubSpot account, so you can pick the different people in your team. The from email, so this is from my email through the insurance agency. And your campaign you can select. Again, we've seen campaigns pop up. Basically, you can just assign different campaigns to different things throughout the HubSpot world, making sure things kind of stay organized. And select an email type. You can differentiate the different types of emails you're sending out, so people can have the option to unsubscribe from maybe only one type of email instead of all of your communication. And then here you have your option to submit, put in all the text and do all your styling. It's all very basic. You want to bold it, you can go ahead and bold it, and it shows up right over there. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And that's about it. You have your options here to do a customized plain text version, and then you're sending. You can send immediately, send at a scheduled date and time, or again, another huge advantage is you have the option of workflows or autoresponders. And workflows, saying autoresponder is does it a bit of a disservice because it includes so much more than that. But if you are creating some type of email to go out in a series of events, so like if you want to deliver, like a video course over the course of a few days, that's what you want to do. If you want to create some type of follow-up sequence for people who do download your ebook, you would create them and save them as an automated workflow. But again, if you want to send out your newsletter at a specific time, it lets you pick your lists of people that you want to send it to, and if you want to add any specific recipients, and if you want to exclude any recipients, they have a whole feature of their smart lists that we really didn't even get into. So there's that, and it's really basic. And then once you get everything down, you can send a test email. You can do a live full screen preview. So if you want to see what it looks like, here it is. Here's all the links. Again, you can insert any type of standard customization name. If you want to use first name, last name, you can pull in all sorts of customized data. If you want to include that, pepper it in throughout the email, you can do that as well. But once you're ready, you just hit schedule email and send, and you're good to go. As you can see, here's some nice just overall stats on how the email performed. It can tell you about the clicks, what links were clicked, all that fun stuff that I'm sure you're used to with all of your other email providers. So pretty powerful, really like it, and I'm really looking forward to new Rainmaker adding something similar to that. But if you wanted to check out, and I'll just show you real quickly here, if you want to check out the workflows, it's under their contacts tab. You go to workflows, and it's kind of impossible to get through all of this in any sort of timely manner, but you create your different workflows for what you're looking to deliver. So for me, I've created a video course, a 5-part video course for people understanding the new health insurance marketplaces, or basically healthcare.gov and how to get all through that stuff. So 5 videos kind of dripped out over 5 days, and once they complete a form on a landing page, then it triggers these events. And then I've also got a couple follow-up emails to go out after they're done with the video series. That is again, very, very powerful stuff. So if we wanted to edit this workflow, I'll just show you what it looks like. So you can set how long you want to delay it to go out. If you want it to go out the first email right away, then obviously keep everything 0. Second email I've got set out to go 1 day later. You pick your email, and then you create your email, and you can pick from your list here. And you can see there's a lot of different options. So you can set a contact property value, so something in the actual CRM within HubSpot. You can add, remove from a list. They have obviously a huge amount of options within their smart list tool. Copy a contact property value, trigger a webhook, clear contact property value, send internal email. So you can send actually a text message too if you want. A lot of different options. So you can see the workflow is well beyond just email, and it's really just to move people through all sorts of crazy funnels. And honestly, I think about it too long and my head starts to hurt. I'm sure yours will too. But that is kind of really basic overview of the workflow email tool, how they kind of work together. All right, there you have it, just a really quick overview of HubSpot's email tool and how it kind of works, how easy it is to implement within their workflows, their autoresponder sequences, and all that extra functionality that you're getting within HubSpot that isn't currently there with new Rainmaker. Again, remember, this is a video 3 in a 4-part series of videos that does exist entirely within a full written review, detailed review of both HubSpot and new Rainmaker, comparison between the two platforms. So if you want to go ahead and get over to fearlesslyquestioning.com to check that out, I have a link below in the description for you to go ahead and make that happen. Otherwise, if you want to go ahead and hop on a 30-day free trial for either HubSpot or new Rainmaker, I've got links below for you if you want to try it for yourself. Because again, I said it before, no need to take my word for it or just think what I have to say when you can experience it for yourself and draw your own conclusions and tell me how much of an idiot I may or may not be. But if you have any questions, would love to hear for them in the comments, and let me know, one, if you're using either or if you haven't used either or, what still isn't clear, what still do you need cleared up, what can I help you out with? Let me know. Be happy to help in any way that I can. I'm going to get out of here for now, though. Appreciate the time. Take it easy, everyone.